Hello everybody and welcome back to another speed build. I am doing a bit of pre-recording, so I don't know exactly when you will be watching this, but whenever you're watching it, I hope that you are enjoying your day and having a lovely time. So I decided to build a treehouse, and this was actually really hard. Like, I kind of thought it would be a lot easier than this, and it just wasn't. So it didn't exactly turn out like how I wanted it to exactly, but I think like it turned out okay. So like I think it's very cute, and I kind of made it like on a bit of like a cliff, and I added heaps of trees, so it's just kind of like a little forest, pondy, cliffy area, and there's this little treehouse there. And the treehouse, I designed it with like children in mind, kind of like a clubhouse sort of. So the furniture's all mismatched, and it kind of, I put stuff in there that would have made it look as though it was like just things that they'd kind of like gathered and found, or, you know, I don't know, maybe found in their basement at home, or something like that. So, you know, like just lots of little like posters and yeah, just kind of like, I guess, more random stuff, like, you know, maybe mum and dad were throwing out a TV, so there's like an old TV in there, and just like that kind of stuff. So yeah, this is only a short video as well, so I thought that maybe I would talk about the build like a little bit. So this is actually the third time I tried to make this. Like, I sat down and I had 3 attempts at it, and this is my third one, and I ended up being quite happy with like how it turned out. As I said, like, you know, probably thought it could have turned out a bit different, but it was really hard, so I'm happy with how it turned out, all things considered. And yeah, I don't know, like, it does to me look very like foresty and very like, I don't know, I do like the vibe of it, like, you know, like deep in the forest, you know, little kids having their little, like, I don't know, tree house. When I was like a kid, I always wanted a tree house, but they're not really practical. Like, in the movies and stuff, especially The Simpsons, it just makes it look like, you know, it's just like a little bit of wood up in a tree, and, you know, really easy to create and really easy to make. But like, in reality, having a tree house, like a proper tree house, would actually be like really, really hard. And I remember like with my friends trying a few times to make one, and like the biggest problem, well, not the biggest problem, but one big problem is like even finding a tree where one would be suitable. And then of course, like, how do you build the treehouse? Like, we were really young, we didn't have any money or anything, and like mum and dad wouldn't, I think they understood a little bit more than what we did how like impractical and difficult it would actually be to create a proper treehouse. So as I said, I do remember we tried once and we couldn't find like any tree that was like appropriate for it, and we ended up just putting like a few sheets up on this tree and trying to get some like sticks, and we thought that if we got enough sticks we could make like a roof. And, you know, we pretty soon realized that it was just like a bad idea, and we just kind of gave up. But I don't know, like movies like Dennis the Menace, where they have that treehouse in there, and yeah, The Simpsons and all that. Like, I wish it was that easy to have a treehouse, because that would be really cool. When I was younger, actually, what I did used to kind of make, probably more than anything, would be like pillow forts. That was something that I did kind of make, and they were like a bit easier. And like me and my sister, we would just like move all the lounges around and get all the sheets, and mum always used to be like, you girls better fold those sheets back up, because sheets are such a pain to fold. So yeah, and we always, I remember, like, we'd make these big forts, and then we'd like sleep in them, and then would always get like really upset and cry when it was time to pack them up, because we like never really wanted to pack it up, which I think is like what most kids would do, like pull everything out and play with it, and then kind of once they realize they have to clean it up, they start, you know, turn on the waterworks. So yeah, we probably didn't do it like quite as often after the first few times we realized how annoying it was to like clean everything up. Yeah, so there's only a few minutes left, I think. Maybe we're like a bit over halfway through. So I'm just going to put on some peaceful music and let you guys enjoy the rest of the build. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed. I'd love it if you could subscribe. If you already are, or you don't want to subscribe yet, maybe just leave a like and a comment. That would be really awesome. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed.